In this video, we're going to go over combo prop calculations, why there's such an edge right now in the industry when we take a look at combo props, what they even are, and so much more. Let's first go over what combo props are and how you can bet on them on PrizePicks. Right now, I believe they're the only platform that have combo props. But if we take a look here, we're looking at WNBA, and again, combo props are pretty much available for any major sport, including NBA, MLB, NFL season, which is just around the corner. But what we're going to do is take a look. Let's go ahead and go to MLB, a sport that everybody pretty much knows. We're going to go to pitcher strikeout combos. We're going to take a look here at some of these players and their combo props. So Wade Miley and Mackenzie Gore, their strikeout prop is set to 9. In other words, the combination strikeouts that Wade Miley and Mackenzie Gore get at the mound go into this overall prop, and whether you hit the over or under. So to better explain, let's say that Wade Miley goes out and throws 5 strikeouts, and Mackenzie Gore goes out and throws 5 strikeouts. 5 plus 5 equals 10. If we hit the over on the combo strikeout prop of these two players, then you're going to win that bet. But if I hit the under on 9 strikeouts and they happen to end at 10, the combination of both of them getting 10 strikeouts, then I lose this bet. And combo props aren't just for strikeouts for MLB. There's also hits plus runs plus RBIs combos, and also stolen bases combos and walks combos. And generally what you see is that the near even lines for these specific players, and it looks like it actually just got bumped to 9.5, so this is kind of funny. But usually the even lines for both of these players add up to be the combo prop. So if we take a look at their individual strikeout lines here on PrizePicks, if we go to MLB and we search Wade Miley, his strikeout, pitching strikeout amount is set to 3.5. And then if we take a look here at Gore, his strikeout amount is set to 5.5. So if you add up 3.5 plus 5.5, you get 9 pitcher strikeouts. So that's usually what you see. Usually this total reflects the combination of both strikeouts. So it looks like Mackenzie Gore actually just got bumped from 5.5 to 6. So 6 plus 3.5 equals 9.5, which explains why both of these got bumped. Now that we know how combo props are graded, let's go over a more detailed analysis on how there's such an edge here with combo props. So we just took a look at an example that actually makes sense. Assuming that both the near even lines for Mackenzie Gore and Wade Miley are set to their appropriate amounts, we saw that the combo props got bumped to whatever that specific amount was. But that's not always the case, because keep this in mind, right? There's not a market, there's not a combo prop market available on sports books and generally not in most DFS apps. So what we did on DGF is took this a step further. We took the combination props of the individual prop lines, added them together to find out what the appropriate percent odds to hit would be by taking a look at their combo props. And what we've seen by doing this is that sometimes these combo props aren't adjusted correctly, or they're just way off, okay? Or they're just slow. And the reason, because there's not as many eyeballs on these combo props, right? Generally, when you talk about individual player props, you know, take Wade Miley's strikeout prop, there's a lot more evidence, there's a lot more research, a lot more data baked into his individual strikeout prop line, right? So that's going to move a lot more, at least efficiently, than some of these combo props, right? Because there's not, these combo props aren't under a microscope in the same way some of these other individual player props are, right? So therefore, they're just going to fall behind the wheel. PrizePicks is not going to adjust these as efficiently as some of these other player props. And let's actually dive into the raw, detailed analysis to prove this to you guys. So let's go ahead and take a look here at our first example on the board. If you guys are looking at this optimizer for the first time, what we are doing is prioritizing the percent odds to hit based on market calculations, based on market comparisons, and we're prioritizing the best plays with the most edge at the very top. So as you can see here, Sabali plus McCowan, I don't know if that's how you pronounce their names, is set to the top here under PrizePicks 32. That's their points combo. So if we switch back here to the WNBA board, we should see this combo prop, assuming it hasn't been bumped, and these do move quite frequently. So let's actually take a look here. If we search McCowan and Sabali, 32 hasn't moved yet. We're going to take a look at their individual props and see if this logically makes sense, if this combo prop should be set to 32. If we search Sabali, we can look down here and find her exact point total, 17.5. I'm just going to select it just so we can reference it. And then if we go back to McCowan and look at her points prop, we should also see something relatively close to when you add up Sabali and McCowan to get the total points combo of 32, right? Because logically that makes sense. So 14.5 is what she's set to. So when we add up 17.5 and also 14.5, we are getting exactly 32. So according to the PrizePicks board, this looks like a fairly priced combo prop. And again, this is under the assumption that both of these lines are the near even lines. So if we search up McCowan, it looks like her line is actually set to 13.5 across 2 additional DFS books, Underdog and Parlay Play. So her line is actually a slightly bit higher here at 14.5, right? So 13.5, according to 2 other books, is the appropriate calculation. And then if we go to Sabali and take a look at her points prop set to 17.5 here, looks like that near even line calculation based on DraftKings and also Underdog is actually pretty accurate. So now what we can do, I'm going to pull up the calculator here just to prove it to you guys. We're going to add up the near even lines according to the industry, 13.5 plus 17.5, and we're getting 31. However, her line, as we just looked on PrizePicks, is set to 32. So it looks like Sabali is pretty priced accordingly, but the one with the most edge here is going to be McCowan. So if we take a look here at the combo prop, again, McCowan's also a plus EV play if you hit the under on her, but the combos prop is also not adjusted correctly. By using market knowledge, using a majority of the books, we can see that this combo prop together has an edge because it is 1 point higher than it should be according to the market. Again, we are trusting the market here. So what we do is we take the fair odds percentage by taking out the juice on both sides of individual player props, and then find the probability that those combo props are either going to hit the under or over using a Poisson distribution method. So for instance, if we take 2 individual player props and they add up to be 17, and the difference to PrizePicks is 16, we find out the probability, the difference in probability of what it would be to get from 17 to 16, and then we show that in terms of a fair odds percent odds to hit. And then take it a step further and then show what the book, the sports book, would show that as a fair odds percent line or a fair odds line across the board. So FanDuel, based on their individual player props that they're showing for these 2 players, we're showing that minus 126 would be the fair odds line to hit the under at 16 per their combo props. But the beauty about this whole process is that it's completely automated. We show all this info right here for you. So you literally, all you have to do is load up your optimizer and just simply hit the percent odds to hit, look at the top player props, and trust the market. Trust that this is going to hit 56.2% of the time on the under of this combo prop based on this market, based on the market data.